From Montreal, this is the PartyPoker.net Charity Faceoff. Hello and welcome to the PartyPoker.net Charity Faceoff here in Montreal, Canada. I'm Blake Price. Alongside me is Russ Amber of TSN,
That's
providing
correct.
his colorful perspective on the play, I hope.
Well, maybe not as colorful as this table's going to be, and what a table it is. Each player's going to begin with 50,000 chips, with the winner of this receiving $20,000 for the charity of their choice.
You know, Russ, we started with 16 players from the National Hockey League Players Association. We now have just 6 through to the semifinal round. 2 seats left there, and these 4 players will be going head-to-head for a chance to play for $20,000 for their chosen charity. Let's meet some of the players involved in our last quarterfinal.
Blake in seat number 1, tough guy Tie Domi, retired from the NHL in 2006. But he says it's his father who was his poker mentor, and believe it or not, now he's teaching his own son to play the game.
Tough guy Tie Domi seated next to tough guy George Laraque in seat number 2. That should be interesting. Now of the Phoenix Coyotes, he says you need to be patient if you want to win. He's also coming off a pretty good season. His best, though, in 03-04, a 17-point campaign. We'll see how he does on the poker tables today.
And in seat number 3, my man from Montreal, Martin Brodeur, Hall of Fame goaltender. And boy, this guy plays poker the way he plays goal. Stay cool and keep your nerves under control. And what a thrill it's going to be him to watch him do that at a poker table this time.
You know, at every table we've had a supposed shark. This guy comes with a lot of pedigree. At seat number 4, Michael Cammalleri, whose reputation at the poker table kind of precedes him. We'll see what kind of game he has. He says stay within your comfort level. If the betting gets too high, fold. Always a good idea.
Good.
And as you remember, we start with the blinds at a relatively palatable level of 50 for the small, 100 for the big. But in all the games we've seen so far, it started a little cautiously.
And it went to up as high as 20,000 for the small and 40,000 for the big. So these blinds go up fast.
That'd be nice to, I wouldn't mind doing that.
100 to call, please. 100. 50. Option.
I'll raise it.
Everybody's playing in the first game. I don't know that we've seen that.
100 to call. 3 black. Or
And nothing really great there beside Brodeur's like ace high.
no.
But again, this is small. Everyone's in. Cammalleri seemed to try to make a statement with the raise.
I can't see your eyes.
This is scratch golf for you. But I don't think he knows how to play cards. So.
And the trash talking doesn't take long either.
No. So you need to.
George Laraque is gone.
There's the patience.
300 to call. Yeah. Okay, I can't reach that. I can't. You guys help me out here.
That is Martin Brodeur beneath the hat and glasses, believe it or not.
Now look who he's, just to give you an idea of the size of Brodeur, look who he's sitting beside in George Laraque, and he matches him size-wise. He's a big
Check her
dude.
back, please.
9, 2, and 7 on the flop.
Check.
Check 2.
Pair of 9s now for Tie Domi.
Cammalleri didn't like that. And he has to bet because he went for the raise. So he's got everybody thinking he's got something good in the pocket.
Cammalleri and Tie Domi already seem to be egging each other on. And Brodeur with the ace doesn't think that's good enough even with that flop.
Flip one over. Did you see it?
But what did he say at the outset? He's patient, just like he is in net, so he wasn't happy with that. The vibe wasn't right, he sent it back. Camalleri's kind of committed to being in right now. Now he's trying to scare Domi off, but Domi likes his double 9s.
Check her back, please.
Queen of spades on the turn.
Check to the razor.
Wow.
Longer odds now. 10 of spades on the river, and all of a sudden Cammalleri comes from behind with a third period comeback, if you will.
Wow.
Gold in the last minute.
I like it.
Yeah.
In the game.
And Domi doesn't know, did he have that to begin with, or did something come down?
I think Domi is thinking what happened actually happened.
Yeah.
And he knows that
Big on Italy, eh?
he might have to swallow it.
Professional athlete, Ty.
Oh, yeah, we're on TV. What do you think, George?
I think he has something.
Yeah, see, Laraque, no, I think he has something.
You know what, Mikey?
Now, you see, he asked Big George for the advice.
Oh.
Tie Domi says, I'm not
And he
going
listens.
to test you.
I'll show him to you guys.
A pair of 10s on the river gives Mike Cammalleri the first win of the table, and judging by his face, it's a satisfying one.
I'll tell you what, that was a lucky win because he bluffed right from the outset. Domi had him, and boy, the last card gets him the win.
I had him today. Yeah.
I don't know that Mike Cammalleri would have made Tie Domi blush a whole lot on the ice, but
A little bit. A little everywhere so far.
kind of sent him packing on that hand.
Yes,
Lines
he
are
did.
up already. 100 for the smalls, 200 for the big net.
It's 200 to call.
King of 3 for Martin Brodeur.
200 to call.
Cammalleri doesn't like it. You think he felt he got lucky the last hand and maybe just might not push it this hand?
He's going to sit on that one for a while.
Sure.
So you're in. You have the option to raise or you check.
Tie Domi will take a break.
Raise the
George
1,000.
Laraque will try to push Martin Brodeur with those suited 6 and 5.
How's final finish? Yeah, or what? 6 years later?
6, 9, and a 4 on the flop. So a pair of 6s now for George Laraque as the middle pair.
Check her back, please.
7 of clubs.
1,000 to
pops
call.
up.
Possible straight as well. 4, 5, 6, 7.
An
And
8.
Brodeur has a 3 as well.
By the boys.
Fishing for an 8 on the river for George Laraque to secure the win.
Check her back.
A jack of clubs will now be enough, though.
Marty throws him away. He believes Laraque's got it.
Yeah. He saw the makings of the straight there and maybe thought that
100, 200.
George Laraque had it. He didn't, but he had enough.
I'm 100.
No, you're dealer, so you're last.
There we have it. A couple of hands in. One colorful win by Mike Cammalleri and a fairly easy walkthrough by George Laraque. High above Montreal, where the PartyPoker.net charity face-off continues. You are watching the PartyPoker.net charity face-off, brought to you by PartyPoker.net, the world's largest poker school, and with special thanks to the National Hockey League Players Association.
PartyPoker.net charity faceoff. Semifinal number 1 next on TSN.
Back to Montreal. This is the PartyPoker.net charity face-off. I'm Blake Price. Russ Amber alongside me. Here's the chip count at the moment. Mike Cammalleri of the Los Angeles Kings out in front by a slim margin over the now retired Tie Domi. That's why, of course, no logo beside him. Martin Brodeur and George Laraque trailing, but not by much. Pretty tight board right now, Russ.
Are we good?
Yeah, it's tight. It's early still. And both are smart guys. All of them are smart guys. They're just waiting around for the right opportunity.
That's the cue? That's my cue? That's my cue right there. Okay, got you guys.
Tie Domi's enjoyed himself so far,
200 to call.
even though he has yet to win.
He likes his little king 6 there.
100. Option.
George does it.
500.
There's a suited Queen Jack for Cammalleri.
Oh, down to him and Domi again. This could get fun.
Again, Tyler.
My paisano, you know?
Yeah.
When I spoke to Ty, he said, "You're lucky when you win and bad luck when you lose."
Check her back.
9, 4, and 8 on the flop. Not going to help his suited cards there, Mike Cammalleri.
5.
500 to call.
Trying to scare Ty off. Flashback to the first hand where Cammalleri bluffed all the way through.
I have no business doing this, but
Listen to this guy. Oh, listen to this guy. Is that unbelievable or what? Entertainment.
4 of diamonds on the turn. A lot of jewels out there for Tie Domi now, all of a sudden.
Camalleri's hesitating now.
What's so funny over there, guys? I'm going to check.
Well, I don't know if that's such a great move, because that's telling Ty I'm not confident here. Look at Ty reach for his chips right away. 2,000 right off the bat. Yeah, Cammalleri kind of gave that one away. He's going to flip these. There's no way he's holding on to that. He knows Domi must have something. Or at least Domi's got him thinking that. Here it comes. There, look at that. There it is.
There's the win for Tie Domi. Playing for the Variety Village in this tournament and getting a little bit closer to the $20,000 grand prize for the championship.
Flush.
I had 2 aces.
Martin Brodeur's had a very good seat for the Cammalleri versus Domi bout so far. Before the action began at the table, he had a pretty good seat as well, sitting in the PartyPoker.net VIP Players Lounge, chatting with actor and hockey fan Alicia Cuthbert on his love of the game.
It's interesting because I've been talking to a lot of the players about how hockey sort of is, they play the same way poker as they do. If there's aggressive player, defensive, play very defensive. Do you, being a goalie, is different? So is it similar to you or is it different?
I don't know. I think it's all competition. You know, you try to beat out everybody. You know, when I play hockey, I feel that I have 5 players that play for me, but once in a while they play against me too.
Yeah.
So I'm always play against everybody when I play goalie. So that's the way I'm going to approach this competition. Is everybody's an enemy, so you got to take them down.
That's pretty good. That's great. And who's your charity today that you're going for?
It'll be the Breakfast Club of Montreal. It's an organization that serves breakfast for kids that can't afford it or don't have time, and I think that's the most important thing. People, you know, it's important when you're a kid, you know, it really has to be full if you want to learn, if you want to move up and do good things. And I mean, this organization's been great. I've been associated with them for 2 years in Montreal through my golf tournament. You know, we served a month and a half worth last year of breakfast to I don't know how many thousands of kids, and you know that's where it's going towards.
One of the many fabulous charities involved in this tournament. All of them winners in the end. Every player will walk away from his respective poker table with at least $5,000 towards their chosen charity. $20,000, of course, on the line at the very end.
Way left.
We went to Nashville, just change the scenery after we won. So.
It's tough just winning so many times, eh, Marty? You know, you
just won one, and that was enough, I guess.
Could that be considered a trucker's hand, 10-4?
That's right.
100 to call.
Good buddy.
Yeah, that's it.
I'll raise it. I'll raise it.
He likes his ace, Ty.
Just like randomly take
Why
chips.
50?
Tell you what, you can't accuse Ty of sitting back, can you?
That's complicated. This is easy.
100 to call, so he raised 225.
You probably get changed that and raise it 375.
How about that? Just make it simple.
Okay.
We raised.
He raised.
Make it simple indeed.
What's that, snowman there for George Laraque?
It's going to get dangerous over there. It'll be left thrown and then a little right.
What?
Down to the big boys, George Laraque and Tie Domi.
750?
You know, that's the second head-to-head in a row. You remember, though, and you know I'm bluffing.
Laraque looks right at him. Ty turns away, right?
Check our bet, please.
Couple of diamonds, 2, 9, and 5 there, but both guys with a diamond in their hand already.
What do you got underneath that?
Pair of 8 standing up for George Laraque.
It's coming.
Here comes another green one.
I'm bluffing.
He likes it.
1,000 to call.
That's just betting big, but he's got something to bet with, right? And he's
I just told him.
he's assured when he's doing that. He's sure of himself.
He's going to show you his card after.
I'll show you again, yes.
Wow. We've heard a lot of those promises. None of them have been fulfilled.
Hey,
Wow.
you taking a goalie side over my side? I'm giving it to you.
And he shows him. Laraque is a man of his word.
Pair of 8s gives George Laraque the
Because he
win.
had me beat, right?
He is moving up the chipboard.
Oh, unless it goes up.
And so far, a lot of colorful action at this poker table. We color up our chips with lots more action as well on the PartyPoker.net Charity Faceoff. Welcome back to Montreal. The PartyPoker.net Charity Faceoff continues. Blake Price and Russ Amber here with you. George Laraque leading the chip count right now. Over 55,000. Mike Cammalleri right behind him. You know, everybody's right in this. Tie Domi, retired now. In third, Martin Brodeur has a little bit of work cut out for him.
Hey, you hear that, you little rat? Listen to this guy.
What's up? Because I always said interviews for pounds is always the toughest guy.
You
At
hear
200
that,
pounds,
Mikey?
nobody.
So
I heard
better
that.
be nice, buddy.
I heard that.
It's 400 to call when you're ready.
5'6", 200 pounds. That's unbelievable.
Laraque doing his best to get under the skin of Tie Domi.
Compliments.
I give you unbelievable. That's unbelievable.
What are you laughing at?
I'm in still.
Target?
I'm a big
But I mean it too.
Yeah,
It's
you
true
have option to
though.
raise.
Like,
Yeah, I'm good.
for
Thanks.
your size and stuff.
Just Cammalleri and Domi in this one again.
Again,
And the king pops up for Mike Cammalleri.
little smart move.
Can't
Doesn't-
get any money out of Domi, though.
No, he checks it right back.
3 of diamonds on the turn.
Yeah, the game before.
Are you serious?
Look
right
at, you know what?
Oh, it's fun.
He doesn't know what Domi doesn't know what Camalleri's doing. I mean, he drops 1,000 right away, 2 500 chips on a 3.
Exactly.
What a rat has no idea.
He doesn't know.
Not interested in
doesn't
finding
wanna-
out.
No, not at all.
Didn't cost him anything.
That was a good move by Cammalleri. He did nothing when the king came up, which is the card that made his hand, and then he drops 1,000 on the 3.
Blind.
Domi had no idea what he was doing, and he didn't have anything good in the pocket to try to find out. So he just threw it away.
The 2-1 Cammalleri over Domi. Blinds are up. 400 for the small, 800 for the
That's
bigs.
like stuff, guys.
Can't play any less than I played in Edmonton.
800 to call.
Sorry?
800 to call.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's right. Let's put it right on the TSN logo. How's that?
Call.
Suited queen 5 for Tie Domi.
400 to call.
Suited ace-10 for Laraque now. Nice high ace.
Option.
Blood diamonds for Martin Brodeur, the 9-5.
Everyone's got suits.
I'm supposed to bet here, boys.
Why is he supposed to bet? Because he has a suited king 6. Everybody with a flush possibility.
We haven't seen this yet. Everybody with a flush possibility. You're right, Blake. Oh, all clubs come up here.
Wow. Tie Domi. The flush draw.
And Laraque
Check.
with pair of 10s. So you know Laraque is thinking, oh, this isn't bad. Pair of 10s, ace high.
He has to see the clubs, though, and think there's a possibility that somebody out there might have a couple.
That is 2,500.
Especially with 4 players in on this family hand.
Raise
See, but he's not going to
5,000.
get scared off by
5,000 to call.
Domi. He is not going to get scared off by Domi.
More to you.
He's
other two
showing
are.
Ty he's staying in there. But I don't think he was expecting this. Domi's coming right back. Look at him. He's looking right. He's looking at Domi's hand. Okay, doesn't hesitate.
He's feeling good.
This is very strategic here, Blake. What's going on? Both of them are being very assertive in their betting.
An ace of clubs on the turn. That's going to tease George Laraque even more.
That's going to excite George Laraque. But Domi knows he's got, well, a 6-card flush now. But
Laraque's looking at his 2-pair, thinking he's 1 away from a full house, but unbeknownst to him. But he's got to pay attention to the 4 clubs.
For
now.
sure he does. He's got to think
5,000?
Domi might be holding a club. But he likes 2 pairs and high numbers as well, aces and 10s.
Let's see who's got the highest club, huh?
Oh, so he knows.
Sure he knows.
Oh, he's going to keep reaching.
Now he's turned to a bluff. He's realized the folly of coming this far, perhaps. 7 of spades on the river.
Check her bet.
What does Domi do here? This is important because he get the extra out of Laraque.
We're going 5s at a time, George?
Does George Laraque continue with this charade?
Bet is 5,000.
Now he knows. Laraque now knows.
Not stop. Keep going.
He knows. Yeah, he knows now. And he went for it. He doesn't want to do that either.
I thought it only was couple you can, for sure. See him, boys.
2 pairs, aces and 10s.
Ooh.
Flush.
He knew. Laraque knew.
Why the $5,000 call then? I don't get that one.
Like he said, he went all the way. He went this far. I don't know that the 5 made the difference.
We had the king, right?
He had the king. Yeah, I was like...
Domi thought there was a possibility he had the king, but with the queen of clubs in his hand, all the confidence in the world for Tie Domi, who makes the big move up the chipboard right there. More action to come from Montreal. The PartyPoker.net charity faceoff continues.
PartyPoker.net charity faceoff. Semifinal number 1. Next on TSN.
We continue with the PartyPoker.net charity faceoff from downtown Montreal. Talkative table so far here in this last quarterfinal. Tie Domi leading the way in that category, so it didn't take long to get him to open up. Backstage with Alicia Cuthbert in the PartyPoker.net VIP Players Lounge.
How would you describe sort of the difference between sort of your hockey playing and then your poker playing? Do you find that you play similar or that it's completely different? You know, I know that you're a pretty defensive player.
It's pretty different.
It is?
Yeah, it's pretty different.
How so? How are you as a poker player?
In hockey, you know, you have to be a natural to be a goal scorer, and you need some luck.
Yeah.
So I'm not a natural goal scorer, but I do have some luck, so I don't get too much luck with scoring goals. I get some luck with cards, so there's a big difference right there.
Oh, there you go. That's good. So what is the charity that you're donating to?
I'm donating to Sick Kids in Toronto, or Variety Village.
Have you been with them, involved with them?
Long time.
Well, that's nice.
Very long time.
Anytime you give, money to charity, it's a good thing.
Yeah, there's 2 charities that I'm kind of tied to for my whole career. 17 years later, since I've been 18 years old, I'm still tied into Variety Village.
That's great.
Speaking of which, here's a look at the Variety Village Sunshine Swim Team that Tie is supporting. This is a competitive swim team for developmentally handicapped athletes, and this team has competed across Canada and around the world. And regardless of how Tie finishes this tournament, $5,000 will be going towards the Variety Village. $20,000 going to that chosen charity. If Tie Domi can continue his hot play right now, he's on top of the chipboard. Over 63,000 there. Mike Cammalleri of the Los Angeles Kings chasing him down. George Laraque of the Coyotes and Martin Brodeur of the Devils need to pick up the pace.
And there you see, Blake, the blinds have gone up. 1,000 for the small, 2,000 for the big, and rising fast. 6-3.
Not a very strong hand there.
No, he doesn't like that. Oh, there it is. Laraque is all in. He saw the ace, and away he goes. Suited as well. Ace-9. Brodeur says, thank you very much. Bye-bye.
2,000 to cover. Do you have an ace?
What do you want to ask him?
Don't show me yet. Do you have an ace?
Yes.
And he tells him.
This is a pretty open table.
You asked him, he told you. Wow.
And that's twice Laraque has been asked when he had the pair of eights. He told him, I have something, and he said, I'll show it to you, and he did. And again, he told the truth.
But what he's done now is established some honesty at the table, and maybe later
to use for his benefit. That's
exactly.
Right. Marty behind those glasses looks like he's getting quite upset. He keeps throwing cards away. He's just not getting the cards.
Call. 1,000 more to call.
6-5 Cammalleri stays.
1,000 to call.
Yes. Option.
Check.
8 and 2 for Tie Domi.
2, queen and 2.
The queen high for George Laraque, giving him the inside edge early on here.
I think they just want to see what comes down on the flop.
Check or bet.
9, 4, and an 8. So Domi rewarded for
staying in. Although I'm sure he can't be feeling overly confident with a pair of 8s.
It's to me?
A 7 for Cammalleri would benefit the Los Angeles Kings forward.
He's so predictable as a kid, eh?
This should be easy for you.
Doesn't get it on the turn. Jack of clubs.
The 8's holding up.
I'll check.
Free card here for the table. 4 of diamonds on the river.
Boy, and the 8's
Secures the
held
win.
up. Yeah.
And I questioned it off the top with Domi staying in this hand, and he is rewarded for some
What's it take
patient
to buy
play.
this pot, boys?
Thinks a check.
Bring it all.
I check.
And he checks. So there it is. They're going to flip him now.
Not a massive win for Tie Domi. Collected a couple of blinds, though. And again, an open table. Everybody...
Yeah, for sure.
See, he has to show it. You see, as soon as Domi said pair of 8s, Cammalleri threw his cards down face down. Laraque says you have to show them because he checked. So they wanted to see what he was holding as well.
With the 8s, right? With 8s?
Who's that?
With 2, right? You got 8s? No.
You good,
Honest George. Almost got a free stack of chips there
Honest
again.
George.
Domi throwing his weight and his words around the table, playing for the Variety Village Sunshine Swim Team, his charity of choice. Back to Montreal for more poker action in just a moment.
PartyPoker.net Charity Faceoff. Semifinal number 1. Next on TSN.
The action continues from Montreal in the PartyPoker.net Charity Faceoff. Blake Price and Russ Amber bringing you the action. And here are the players involved. Tie Domi atop the chip board right now, over 72,000 in chips. Pretty healthy lead on the rest. The retired player leading the way.
I feel bad for my friend Martin Brodeur sitting there at the bottom of the barrel here.
He just hasn't been in on a lot of hands yet.
It's not that he's done anything wrong either. Look at the blinds, 2,000 and 4,000 now.
Could start to force him in with the blinds being as high as they are.
Call. 4,000 to call.
Look, there, Brodeur, bye again. Poor Marty.
Option.
Okay, here's the 2 tough guys.
Not optional. We know what you think.
Not like Brady escape.
Suited 7-3 for Tie Domi.
Looking for hearts on the flop. Not
Ace
going
high.
to get them.
Check or bet.
5-4 and a king of clubs.
Check.
Ace high holding ground for George Laraque right now.
5,000.
I'm going to go by
See?
5 again.
There he is. Now, see, he's been honest all the way through. Now he's lying. But he's playing like he's telling the truth.
And I'll show you again.
And he'll show him again. See, now the honesty's coming back. Like you said, it's going to
He's
come
built it up.
Yeah.
I always do.
He might have oversold it, though. You know what? Domi looked like he was going to throw them away.
Call.
5.
Yeah.
Go up another 5.
And another 5.
What?
It's a string bet. If you want to raise, you have to do it all at once.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Sorry.
I tried to play a tough guy. I got caught.
I didn't know the rules.
Check or bet.
Another club.
Denied the raise, by the way, because
So
he
I
had
can
to
go 10
do it at
now
the
then,
same
right?
time he called.
Yes.
Queen of clubs on the turn there.
10,000.
I'll tell you what, boy. Domi just doesn't back down, does he?
But he's losing
Do I
ground in the
push
hand.
it all? Look, now he's thinking out loud trying to psych Domi out. He oversold that on the previous bet when he said, I'll show you, I always do. He had him just with the one time. Domi had the cards in his hand ready to flip them. He believed Laraque.
Laraque playing for the Stollery children in Edmonton. $5,000 to them is guaranteed, but he'd like $20,000 to go to that chosen charity.
I would have called y'all in so bad.
George still makes me laugh.
If you do beat me though, if I go all in, like
You're not gonna cry
I'm your
like
bitch.
last
I'm your bitch. Do you guys think I should do it? What do you guys think?
You can't ask Marty. Marty hasn't had a hand.
One here.
He'd like to actually play a hand, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
You're gonna show me, right?
I'll show you.
Laraque has got the win right now.
You better have something, because I will kill you.
He doesn't have anything. Stunned look on George Laraque's face.
Let me show
Laraque's been honest all the way through. He expected everyone else to be honest as well.
Some guns? Like an M16.
I was giving you the money back. I tried to give you the money back. Right.
I lied.
I don't want all this money. It all goes to charity.
He's right. It does all go to charity. $100,000 on the line throughout the tournament.
Get you back in the game.
Look at Laraque. He's thinking 5'6", 200 pounds. I'm gonna get up there and hit you.
Retire.
Retire.
That's unbelievable.
You're small blind, you're big
You know
blind.
I want you now. Like,
You're hiding in Phoenix now.
You're my mandata the rest of the night. Oh my God.
A vendetta has been created there.
I'm small. Oh, it's a 2,000?
Yes.
Yeah, Laraque would love to have some bragging rights to take back with him. Tell his new teammates about it. Phoenix, of course. You won't want to tell them about that one.
Marty suited at 9'6".
He's in. He's playing cards.
Who's in?
You and Marty.
Here.
Option?
Donation back.
Don't be playing again.
8-5 suited as well for Laraque.
Oh, George.
10-2 and Jack on the flop. Pair of twos now for Tie Domi.
Like, come on.
Oh, my Lord.
And a 7 of spades on the turn. The pair of twos holding up for Tie Domi right now, but that's tenuous.
Pair of twos. Can you believe that? Brodeur trying to just make anything
Comes the
happen.
river, and it is a 5 of spades.
You two?
That's right.
Can you believe that a pair of fives now
Is going to
winning
beat
it
a pair of
for George
twos?
Laraque?
No.
We're looking at a 10 and a jack out there. The players have to believe that somebody either has a spade,
yeah,
to complete the flush, or something to match up with the 10 or the jack.
I'll check.
I'm all in.
George Laraque goes all in the pot at over 51,000 right now. And Domi concedes this one.
Give it to him. What do you got? It's better than me.
It was. There wasn't much going around on that table, but it was a legitimate win for George Laraque, undoubtedly.
You are lying. I owed you one of these. How does it feel? See, that's how I felt. See how it feels inside?
No, it doesn't feel the same way because he's right. It was better. His fives were better than the deuces.
Now, among the many charities to benefit from this tournament, the NHLPA Goals and Dreams Fund, which supports grassroots hockey programs for disadvantaged kids. Lots more poker action next from Montreal. Back to Montreal for the PartyPoker.net Charity Faceoff. Tie Domi, your chip leader right now, the retired player. Now with more time to play poker, perhaps, and he's got a good lead on Mike Cammalleri of the Los Angeles Kings, George Laraque, and Martin Brodeur trailing now. Blinds are up again, though, and we've talked about this throughout the tournament. When the blinds get larger, forces players
I think I scared your friend
into playing a little bit more because there's so much on the line already.
Every 36 minutes. Okay, so you're at 8,000 to call, please.
Cammalleri doesn't want those. And those green ones are $1,000 a piece.
That's why he's in.
you have that option?
I won't take it.
Okay. Can you?
Yep.
Brodeur's in his wall with the queen of spades and a 9 of clubs.
He just hasn't had anything, has he?
That's as good as it's been for Martin Brodeur, and he's rewarded for jumping in on this hand.
Boy.
2 queens on the flop.
There's the ladies. Now, can he get the most out of it?
All in for Martin Brodeur. The right move for short stacks there. 35,000 in the pot. 50,000 now in the pot.
We're going to be here forever. We just doubled up.
Yeah, I guess he had no choice, did he, Blake? I mean, he had to go all in right there at that time.
Wow. Unless he gets runner straight.
The players know the cards now. Here comes the turn. A 10 of clubs. Doesn't change the situation any. And the river, an ace of diamonds. Gives something to Tie Domi, but not nearly enough. The queen trifecta off the flop gives Martin Brodeur his first significant win at this table, and he needed that badly.
That might have been the first hand he's actually played all the way through.
More than back.
And Domi takes a hit.
Just gonna try to get rid of the black there and get them all back.
Not big enough. It keeps Brodeur in there, but not enough.
We'll see if that gives Martin Brodeur a little bit more confidence.
There the blinds go from 5,000 for the small, 10,000 for the big.
Again, that mediocre hand.
10,000 to call.
A long time ago, all of a sudden looking pretty good with the blinds where they are.
Oh, and he likes that. Snowman there. But he doesn't want to show too much. Oh, maybe he does.
There's the confidence.
Yeah, that's 10. Thank you. 10 to you.
I'm all in.
All in for Mike Cammalleri with a suited Jack 10. And all of a sudden, Martin Brodeur, who's feeling so confident, stomach just dropped.
Especially with his little short stack as well.
30 what?
38. 38.5.
Can Tie Domi come up with that? And does he like it with the cards he has? It appears
he hasn't backed down this entire game.
He has the chips and he's in.
And he's not backing down now. King 8 suited. Laraque says, forget you guys. Take it.
Can I put everything I have in there?
You want to go all in?
You're supposed to stay out. You're supposed to stay out of my way and let these little guys come in.
Martin Brodeur says he'd like to go in as well. All in for Martin Brodeur and Mike Cammalleri right now.
Okay, so we're going all in.
The yellow bar there signifying an all-in moment for the 2 of 3 players.
But is he going to have 38?
No, it doesn't matter.
You bet against yourself.
Jacks, 10s are live.
What will the flop bring?
Wow. 10s are live.
This is close.
8s are dead.
Okay.
Everybody bringing their own opinions on what they see.
You see what Cammalleri says? The 8s are dead because Domi's holding an 8 in his hand, which leaves only one more in the deck for Brodeur to come up with 3 of a kind.
And 2 aces right there, along with the 10 of diamonds, and all of a sudden, Mike Cammalleri staring a full house in the face. Definitely the 2 pair right now.
Like a 2.
There's a 2 of spades.
He calls it.
A 4. 6 is good.
6 of diamonds.
That hurts.
All right, boys.
Mike Cammalleri knocks out Martin Brodeur, who didn't get to play a whole lot, didn't have the cards coming to him from the dealer. And our first to depart from this table is perennial
I just take these, right?
Vezina Trophy winner Martin Brodeur.
That's nice, Mikey.
He just did not have it. You're right. He just wasn't getting the cards. And that's an example of how luck plays an important role. You can be a great bluffer the whole thing, but if you don't have the cards there, you're just not going to get the results.
I play for the Devils. I trap year-round for the last 10 years of my life, so I was trying to trap them to death. It just didn't work. It was fun, you know. I had a couple lands, I went in big and, won some and lost the big one at the end. I thought it was pair of 8 was good enough. I think to surprise them, but it didn't work when Tie had an 8 in there.
Cammalleri reeling in a lot of chips there at the expense of Martin Brodeur. He departs, leaving 3 at the table. More action to come in a moment. You are watching the PartyPoker.net Charity Faceoff. Brought to you by PartyPoker.net, the world's largest poker school, and with special thanks to the National Hockey League Players Association. Thanks to that rather massive win, Mike Cammalleri of the Los Angeles Kings high atop the chip board right now, over 142,000 in chips. George Laraque of the Phoenix Coyotes and the retired Tie Domi chasing it. The blinds, massive now, 10,000 for the small, 20,000 for the big. You think about that, the large blind, the big blind, now more than half of the total chip count for both George Laraque and Tie Domi.
I'll put you all in, Ty.
So 13.
So 13.
So you can bring
You know, I've been wearing number 13 since I was 8.
Okay.
Domi very quickly, because of the chip count that I mentioned, all in here with his jack of hearts and 10 of spades.
He was forced in by Cammalleri.
George, let's get that king right away.
Domi to the brink, and here comes the flop.
They're all low.
3 ace 8.
And Domi,
Cammalleri king high,
looking more and more like he is on the way out. There comes a 2 of spades.
Goodbye.
Don't do that.
Still Mike Cammalleri. Domi a 10 of clubs. Came out of nowhere for Tie Domi down the river. He needed it. And George Laraque again stunned. This time merely as a spectator.
You should be happy I won.
See, on the winner.
I should be?
Yeah.
Why?
So you're
What?
You see the chips over there you just won off me?
So you're 20. He's 10.
Cammalleri called that too. He said you could win. And sure enough, the card comes up for him.
Boy, did Tie Domi need that. Now he can play a little bit of poker with Mike Cammalleri.
So you're
George Laraque,
Yes, I am.
no green in front of him.
Laraque has been smart though.
I'm all in.
Mike Cammalleri going all in. Ace of clubs, 9 of hearts. Tie Domi has to match him, and Domi back to the brink with his pair of kings.
That's not bad. Someone goes all in. That's pretty good. Pretty good cards to have in the pocket. Those Cowboys sitting there, that's not bad if you've got to go all in against somebody like Cammalleri.
I am down, not me.
No, I know, but no, I'm just waiting for
I'm
you.
just an innocent bystander. I just went all in.
Oh, you did call?
Oh, you're calling? Did you fold?
I have to.
See, Laraque just sits back and lets these two guys. One of them's going to go, and Laraque's going to sit there by acclamation.
I guess so you're calling. Jesus. Ace me. Ace me.
That's what he needs. That pair of kings for Tie Domi looking strong.
Ace me.
There's an 8, not an ace.
9 or an ace.
Oh.
He gets his 9.
Don't
Gets the
give
9.
it back to him now.
9 or an ace.
The pot at 115,000.
Oh, he
There's
gets
the ace on the
as well.
turn.
Can you believe this?
2 pair now for Mike Cammalleri.
King!
What comes down the river? At 2 of hearts. Mike Cammalleri pushes Tie. This has been a great rivalry all day long, and Mike Cammalleri delivers the knockout blow.
What did he do to me earlier? What did he do to me earlier?
I brought you back in the game.
Look, you weren't striking me earlier, so.
All right, go with everybody.
Some shenanigans there between Cammalleri and Domi. A colorful rivalry. Uh-oh.
Off the turnbuckle.
He knows Cammalleri got lucky.
Okay.
Wow, another big win for Mike Cammalleri as well. Now the outright chip leader, Tie Domi, left to answer.
That's the way it goes sometimes. You get the luck of the draw. Mikey got a couple good cards in the draws, obviously, and a couple of big pots there. So I hope he wins now. You lose the winner.
And There is Tie Domi presenting his $5,000 check to the Variety Village Sunshine Swim Team, his charity of choice. Mike Cammalleri is off to the semifinals, chasing down $20,000 for his charity of choice. George Laraque as well into the semifinals. Heads-up action. Cammalleri and Laraque both playing now for the rights for a bigger stack in front of them in the semis.
And Laraque getting in with only 13,000 in a chip count, and he gets into the next round. That's just from being smart and patient, waiting on the outside and letting two guys battle it out.
Automatic all-in for George Laraque with his chip count as well.
And he's got the straight there.
Not a bad way to flop in. Oh, but a 9 of hearts.
I get a full house. Full house.
Look at this. Cammalleri has just called the last 3 hands. He's called the cards, and up they've come for him.
He backs into a full house, takes the pot, bumps out George Laraque, and Mike Cammalleri now off to the semifinal table with 60,000 in chips in front of him. He'll join Sheldon Souray of the Montreal Canadiens, Brad May of the Colorado Avalanche, and Maxime Talbot of the Pittsburgh Penguins. George Laraque off to the semis as well, though.
I'll leave these on the exit. Well, you know, I had nothing to lose, right? I didn't have enough chip and I had to make a move. But the only reason why I made it is because of Tie stupidity put me into the good table tomorrow because I had no reason doing that.
And how is Mike Cammalleri going to prepare for his round at the semifinal table?
Try to get some sleep tonight so I can stay awake at the table tomorrow. No, just get ready and just play the same way, have some fun, and see what happens.
Martin Brodeur and Tie Domi leave the tournament, both giving $5,000 to their chosen charity. Mike Cammalleri and George Laraque off to the semis. George Laraque joining Tim Connolly, Bryan McCabe, and Donald Brashear. For Russ Amber, I'm Blake Price. That's it from Montreal at the PartyPoker.net Charity Faceoff.